She started out she started out as someone who I admired from afar. And then when I got to know her, I found out that her heart is as golden as her business savvy. She is our CEO and co-founder of Econom. She is a co-author. She's a mom. She's a glam mom. She's an entrepreneur. She's a visionary that bought us every step that we're in right now. But oh my God, when I say a visionary, wait till you hear what Melissa Boston has to say. Melissa, go ahead and take it away, dear.
Hey, Kathy. Wow. Oh my goodness. Kathy, you are truly family. Love you so much. Appreciate all that you do. You wear so many hats. I mean, as you gave me those accolades, I think about everything you do on a daily basis. You're really a part of the glue to keep all of this together. Not only are you sometimes wearing the customer service hat, but our VP of finance, an Emerald director. So we want to really give it up to you and just thank you for being such a servant leader and all that you do to keep our company running at the capacity that it does. And so I want to welcome everyone. Yes, it is exciting. Looks like we have just, broken over 50 people. So welcome, welcome. If you haven't been plugging in lately, hopefully you're cool with my new do. We've been doing this 6-week boot camp with Ernestine, and she's got us sweating and working out every single day. It's been awesome. It's been amazing. And I hope you join us in that venture. But tonight we have something truly special to talk about. We have something big, okay? Many of you have been plugging in over the last couple of Zooms that we had yesterday, but we're excited to announce this. I know some of you have already taken advantage of some of the Christmas in July specials. We've offered the Hemp MD. We've offered gummy bottles for free. But now we have our most epic Christmas in July announcement. So I'm so glad you're on. Stay tuned. You're going to also hear from our awesome co-founder, Phyllis Nash. She's got a lot to share, with her excitement and some great things that you can do right now to take advantage of this Christmas in July promo. And so I'm going to first of all, just go through the lineup tonight. So you've already heard from Kathy Weathersby, our VP. We also have our phenomenal C-suite member, Christian. I'm not sure if he's going to join us or not. He's been a little busy today, but he's going to make an effort to get on the Zoom tonight. He wears many hats. And so one of those hats has him in another commitment. But then, of course, you're going to hear from Phyllis just a little bit later. Super excited about that. But I want to kind of recap something. I see there's more people on tonight. Yesterday, I believe we had in total about 51 people. But it looks like we're already up to 56 people. So I know there's many of you that weren't on the call the last day or so. And so one of the things that we're super excited about is we're about to enter into the Guinness Book of World Records. Yes, you've heard it here tonight. We are going to enter into the Guinness Book of World Records. And I really want to thank Willie Moody. I mean, Willie, you're jazzed up tonight. You're fired up. You're excited. And I know why. We are on a quest. And that quest is to help over 1 million people learn their blood type. And we're going to accomplish that. In fact, we've partnered with a dynamic team that has really given us the energy and the momentum to accomplish that. And so again, I don't have time to present the whole presentation from yesterday, so make sure you catch those recordings. But I want to just give you a glimpse of what we talked about. And so in order to accomplish that goal, we've put together 5 steps, okay? 5 amazing steps. And the first step, many of you ask this question all the time, and that step is, do you know your blood type? We know that so many people out there don't know their blood type. Many of us have been a part of multi-billion-dollar brands. And when you're representing a multi-billion-dollar brand, they don't just happen overnight. Many times they're in business for 10 years, for 20 years, sometimes for 30 years. I mean, look at PM International. After 23 years in business, hit over $1 billion in sales. How do they do that? Well, it starts with, first of all, having a product line that absolutely has legs, that people want to consume over and over. But it also starts with simplifying. Sometimes after you've been in business long enough, You start to see what's working, maybe what needs a little bit of tweaking. And after really collaborating with many of you on the line, I know Margaret Dorsey, you've also been instrumental in this as well. We've figured out a system, and that system is really leading with blood type, because we know that it's simplicity, and we know that how it has the power to change the world. And so the question, do you know your blood type? And then we want you to learn your blood type, okay? Especially if you answer no to that question. So that's the second step. Third step is we want to empower our community, our family, our friends. Think about how many people in your family right now still may not know their blood type. Think about your cousins. Think about your sisters and your brothers. Have you really done your part to help spread the word about the importance of blood type? We know that if more of our people knew their blood type, more of them would have survived even the pandemic, because there were blood types that were more impacted. But the doctors aren't sharing this information with us. Many of you know my story. A type A blood raised by my type O mother, almost died twice. No one ever told me that my blood type as a type A required that I had lower stomach acids. So I wasn't digesting the meat that I was eating every single day of my life. And so we know this is critical, but we haven't really simplified our business enough to make sure that within someone coming within 3 feet of us, we should be asking them the question, or you're going to see soon, we can do what we call attraction marketing, okay? And so now that we know step 2, let's talk about step 3, and that is taking ownership, really asking people to take ownership, to be the CEO of their own health, to purchase their products. And really what's going to lead us into this call tonight and the big announcement is the new product pack that we put together surrounding that new system. Of course, we have our 7-day cleanse. We have our 21-day cleanse. You're going to see a video tonight just showing you how remarkable that system is. It's a game changer, but we know the average person sometimes isn't prepared to spend $139. They're not prepared to spend $350. So we wanted to simplify, have a product that every person in that room could afford. And so we're going to really compel that person to take ownership, which means everyone should be leaving with a solution that's going to cost them less than $50. And then we want them to build that active plan. That's building that yes list, not focusing on what you can eat because of your blood type, but focusing on what you can eat. But then we want you to also tell everyone with ears. I want you to think about that for a second. See, to build momentum, it takes excitement. It takes really simplifying everything, but it takes enough people willing to go out and follow a very simple system. Oftentimes in network marketing, we can make things so complicated. Yes, it's amazing to learn how to do a bioscan. As Awida was saying earlier, look at how many months it took just to feel comfortable doing that. But we all feel comfortable asking a simple question, or wearing a t-shirt, or wearing a grocery bag that's color-coded for your blood type. If you're blood type A, let's say that grocery bag is red, or your t-shirt is red. And on the back of that grocery bag or your t-shirt, it's going to say, do you know your blood type? I'm a blood type A. What's your blood type? Just a conversation piece that you can create just by having people stare at the back of your t-shirt. So it's going to open up communication everywhere. Imagine having little postcards and things we can do to really get people excited about this blood type movement, excited about this campaign, excited about Akana breaking a Guinness Book of World Records and having 1 million people learn their blood type. And so this is going to be not only something that's going to impact us here, but we're going to bring this concept, to all parts of the world. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But one of the ways we're going to do it is working with your local health administrators. In fact, we just had a call with a major administrator who's an MD. He actually went to the exact same school is Dr. Rita J. McGuire. He went to Wayne State University. He has graduated there more than 30 years ago. So he's been practicing family medicine for more than 30 years. But guess what? He wanted to wear multiple hats. He witnessed how our community is suffering. So many people are dying. And so he uses this influence to help impact the community. And so he's invited us in. So we're going to be heading to a city near you. We can't announce the name just yet because we have a task force working on that. But imagine us doing that in your city. Maybe you're in Louisiana. Why can't we go and talk to the health administrator in New Orleans, in Los Angeles, all parts of this country, and then all parts of the world? And what's exciting about health administrators, they are the who's who. They know who to talk to. So they're going to help put you in front of the grant writers, right? The district attorneys, schools, and the administrators there, churches, right? So we can get these ideas and information. So that's going to be super exciting and super empowering. And we're already putting the blueprint together so we can duplicate that in every major city and the small cities too, because we really want this to be what we call a My Village approach. Think about the people that impacted you in your community. Think about the things they did positive and how you can go back and bless them with the gift of knowing their blood type. That's critical. Sometimes we just don't realize how we can make such a difference in someone's health by being bold enough to ask the question. And so we put together a solution, and there's 3 options. One of them is our solo option, and that option is $49.95. And this is going to allow someone not only to have a kit that's going to give them a solution, a real solution to help impact their quality of life, but also a blood type kit. So they're going to be able to learn their blood type if they don't already know it. But it's going to give them bitters. We're going to talk about the power of bitters a little bit later. But that's powerful because that's a 4-day detox that's going to really help the body to regulate itself and to really detox some of those organs. And then we're also going to include in that some samples of some products that they can actually take on a monthly basis. So yes, we're leading to auto ship, right? How exciting is that when we can actually now have people enroll for products month after month? When we think of network marketing, we know that most companies in this space survive off auto ships. Without auto ships, they wouldn't exist. In fact, that's how many of them get 75% of their revenue on a monthly basis because they have auto ships, okay? And so wouldn't it be powerful if you could put yourself in a position where every month you already could predict a portion of your revenue just based on the number of auto ships? So imagine, how we have been in business now for over 5 years and we've never built an auto ship. I mean, I talk to CEOs every day of network marketing companies, and they tell me that's unheard of. But the reason why we're able to make it possible is people love our product. And the fact that we can now sample to them 2 powerful products in this kit. One of those products is a meal replacement. We know there's food insecurity right now, and there's a phenomenal protein enhanced meal replacement that we have that really makes eating healthy economical. And then our aronia berry, we now have it in powder form so they can get the exact same benefits. They don't lose any efficacy, but now it's in a way that it really becomes affordable. So not only samples of products, the bitters, the blood type test kit, but we give them a blood type solution where, let's say they're blood type A, we're going to give them a digital download of every single thing that they're going to need to know as a blood type A. And they're going to get all of this for $49.95. Do you see how we now have the power to really transform the world? And now you can follow up with it because now there's products they can continue to buy from you on a monthly basis on, yes, the auto ship platform. And so now we have something for couples. So let's say there's a husband and wife, or there's 2 people that are partners, right? Well, they can buy the couple option. And then there's the family plan, where the family now has an affordable solution to put some healthy nutrients into their bodies, but do it at an affordable cost that the families can all afford. So let's look at these products that are included in these packs. So if you have the solo, you're getting 1 of those blood type kits. If you have the couples, you're getting 2 of those. The family, you're getting 3 of those blood type kits. And then with the products, again, on the solo, you're getting 1. With the couples, you're getting 2. With the family, you're getting 3 of those. Now, what's different with the family, you get the digital download for every single type of blood type. With the solo and the couple, once you purchase your pack, You're going to get a link so that once you've actually tested your blood, you can decide which one to click on so that you can download the appropriate digital download for your specific blood type. And so this is an example of what some of the digital downloads look like. We wanted to make them colorful, user-friendly, and all branded with our information, which really makes it a game changer because these are tools that are going to be available exclusively through you, through your website, to provide this amazing life-changing solution. And so, of course, it's going to let them know what to eat, what not to eat. They're going to really be able to navigate and know exactly what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing as it relates to their blood type. And then we've created something that we know is truly a game changer. Many of you have been to our live events and you see those blood type charts. The reason these are crossed out because we don't want you taking pictures and putting them on social media because this is not released yet, right? And so just know that this new chart is the exact same 11x17 that many of you have seen when you come to our home office. Oftentimes you want to buy those from us, but we always say they're not for sale, but you can take a picture of it. Well, now our distributors are going to have the option of selling these, okay, and actually making commissions on them because it's a product that customers are going to use to change their life, to improve the quality of life. And so we're super excited because if you can see this, it has the blood type O's, the A's and the B's all on one chart. If you're an A, B, no worry, there's a separate chart that you have with additional information so people can choose to buy both charts or one or the other. What's also awesome about this chart, we've done it a little bit differently. If you notice at the top, we've decided to really look at what the flaws are with the blood type diet. I mean, as great as it is, with the blood type diet, we know that it also needed some improvements because people who start eating for their blood type, yes, they have significant health changes, but if they continue to overeat meat, they still die from what? Heart disease, right? They get cholesterol. The only source of cholesterol is what? Animals. So even though there's an animal that might be approved for your blood type, we put on there a warning, okay? It's an orange color. So anything that's orange colored, it's a warning that says you should restrict this. So maybe have this once or twice a month. What we also have done different, we call this your yes list. So everything you look at for your specific blood type, it's a yes, it's a go. So you don't have to worry about looking at things on that particular portion that you can't eat. So if it's in black, it just means it's neutral. If it's in green, it means it's beneficial. But then also we put the yellows because yellows are the items that we say we caution. Even though, yeah, they're okay for your blood type, if you start eating butter with every single meal, it's going to lead to cholesterol. It's going to lead to heart disease, right? So we have to understand that whatever is approved for our blood type, some of that should be eaten in moderation. And then we've also coded this where we have the blue zones. So now imagine you have a chart that's going to let you know the people in the world that are living the longest. These are the things they're eating every single day. And so you're going to know the foods that are your medicine foods that you should be consuming often. And so you'll go through that list and you'll be able to pick exactly what you need. In fact, if I go to the other part, there's another side to this as well that I wanted to share because we wanted to take it a little step further. We do have the beverages that are good for your blood type, the fats and oils, the condiments, the sweeteners, even the remedies. Maybe there's some herbs that are better for your blood type. And then also too, we put your top 25 avoids. So you can look there and see, oh, wow, these are the things quickly that I should not be eating for my blood type. And then we wanted to go a step further for those who did the blood type test. We did want to also make sure we do provide education on what it means with this whole agglutination. And so you can see there on the bottom, there's an example of how to read the charts for your blood type. And one other thing we wanted to put, because we do know sometimes it's important to try to figure out the blood type for your family, and oftentimes they're not taking the test yet. And so what's cool, even though you can't get it exactly per science, but you can get it close enough. And I'll share with you an example. For instance, if you know your mother's blood type, like my mom, she's a blood type O. My blood type is a blood type A. And so if you go to this chart right here, you see your mother's an O, and if you are an A, and let's say you're like me, I've never met my biological father, right? The gentleman who I was named after, Boston, wasn't my biological father. So I've never met him, and unfortunately, he passed away of heart disease, cancer, and dementia before I ever had the chance to meet him. And so wouldn't it be helpful for me to know that he was either a blood type A or AB, and that's scientifically proven. In order for me to be a blood type A child, my dad had to be an A or an AB. And so the cool thing about it, you're going to be able to look through this, and maybe you don't know your children's blood types, but you can start to narrow it down. Maybe not figure it out it specifically, but you definitely can narrow it down. And so we're providing these tools and so much more that we're so excited about. In addition to that, some of the other tools we're doing, we really wanted to make sure families are able to empower themselves, learn about why it's important to know your blood type. People don't realize how powerful this is, but when you think about surgery, not knowing your blood type could cause death. Because if you receive the wrong blood type, do you know that it can actually kill you? It can cause your blood to start clotting instantly and kill you. And also too, there's things like RH. Some people are RH positive, some people are RH negative. It's important if you're given birth to know that, because let's say you have a RH negative child and you're RH positive, that interaction causes major consequences. And that happens often because people just don't know, and they're in these emergency situations. So if you know your blood type, right, it's just critical, and it could literally save your life. And so we put some information there so that you can also empower yourself. And so again, we wanted to take it to the next level. And you're here tonight because we actually have something we're actually launching in October and November. So for those of you who just came on board to find out more about that, that's great because you're way ahead of the curve. But for some of you, you want to be a part of the exclusive team that we're going to work with in July and August to really help them build some momentum as we push towards 1 million people learning their blood type by giving you products you can quickly retail. Not just products you can quickly retail, but you notice on those charts that are going to be available, your personal QR code with your website will be on that, right? So you're going to have a chance not only to make commissions selling the information, but to have your stuff on there for every item that you sell that's related to the blood type charts. And so that is super a game changer. And so we put together some packs. You're going to learn a little bit more about these packs. Okay. In fact, Phyllis is going to really break it down. Also, what's included in this, okay, when you buy this pack, it's going to give you more information about blood type so that you can truly feel confident. You know, you can become that expert, because in order for us to reach 1 million people, we're going to need people that learn as much as possible, right? In the beginning, we might feel like ignorance on fire, and that's fine, right? But we want to also take the time and learn this. And we want to really understand that RH, because you get that a lot. And now you can speak about that with intelligence because you've been given this information in your package. And so also what's included is a presentation, because as we're going out and having this plan with our health administrators, as we're going to work with schools and educate them, it's going to be powerful to have a tool. And so we've put together around a 20-page PowerPoint. And Dr. Roz has been working on some awesome videos. I mean, she's got a new tool. It's going to blow your mind, but we're going to use some of that also as ways we can interactive and make things appropriate, whether it's for the school age child or for someone much, much older. And so we're super excited about that, because you're going to have all of this in your kit that you're getting when you decide that you really want to be a part of this early adopter group, or maybe you wait till October, November when we do our Black Friday, and that's perfectly fine. And so again, one of the reasons why it's important that you know how to present this, because at the end of it, maybe you're selling stuff from your own inventory, or perhaps you're directing them to your website where they can purchase the solo, the couples, or the family plan. So again, we really wanted to give you something that you can utilize to simplify your business, an easy focal point so that you can go out there and have some excitement, okay? And so the other thing that I will announce tonight, we did mention it yesterday, you're gonna start seeing promos drop all over Facebook, but we're having our phenomenal Black Friday starts in July. So we will have an awesome and amazing up to 40% off retail. And this is going to be applicable for people that spend at least $100. So we will put that in the marketing. It's $100 or higher. And they can spend up to $1,000, but it can't be on anything other than retail products, no product tax. But they're going to get a 30% tiered discount In addition to the fact they were dropping some super specials, okay? There's going to be some amazing specials. They're going to come. You want to get on as early as midnight, because I'm telling you, some of the specials are going to be limited, where we're going to be giving away stuff that you just wouldn't believe. It's going to blow your mind, but some of them may only have quantities of 50. Some may have quantities of 100, but you're going to be so excited about what you're going to see on your website when this new July Black Friday happens, okay? And so now we're going to jump into the next phase of our presentation. We really want to break down our Black Card program, because this is really what we're sharing right now in July that was initially reserved for October, but we knew we wanted to do something in this month because so many times it's great to get running, right? Before the holidays. And so our goal, as many as you know, is to create this blue zone, right? We want to create a blue zone within our community where we have people here at Akana that are living healthier and longer. Some of the ways we've done it, some of you have been by our spa, but if you study infrared, there's research on infrared. By just having exposure to that on a daily or weekly basis, you can actually help improve your life expectancy by as much as 30 to 40%. I mean, that's like a crazy game changer, right? And so we're bringing those technologies, not just here to Chicago, but we want to duplicate this. We want to duplicate that all around the world. But it also starts with education. It starts with understanding our blood type. It starts with knowing what's happening inside of our body at the cellular level. And when you meet our team, right, when you meet our baby boomers, I mean, they are fabulous, right? I mean, these are ladies that some of them at 70 are more youthful than people in their 40s and 50s, guys. And so we've already started creating it, but we really want to duplicate that. So we bring millions of people into this blue zone. And so, of course, putting the bitters in this pack, we did that by design. I know many of you have continued to be fan favorites of the bitters. Many of you sell them at many of the vending events. I know Margaret Dorsey has been a big component of getting people started somewhere. A lot of times they're not ready for the 7-day cleanse. So we want to get them started somewhere. We first introduced the bitters back in 2021. Okay, so this is not anything new. These bitters have been around from almost the beginning, okay? And so why did we pick bitters? Many of you have heard the story of my husband. He's a Nigerian who his family, this is a tradition they passed down. And he being in his 60s, oftentimes people think he's in his 40s. And a lot of his friends would tease him like, well, how do you have such a thin waist? And I would joke with them. I said, listen, it's those bitters. And then they would start buying the bitters and they noticed that their faces started reducing a lot of that puffy inflammation. Their waistline started shrinking. And then the next thing you know, I went to our formulator and we formulated the flat belly bitters back in 2021. And so we know that bitters are really important for helping our bodies to be healthy. In Chinese medicine, they say if it's sweet, don't eat it, but if it's bitter, it's better. But here's some benefits of the bitters: digestive health, stimulate digestive juices to really help break down a lot of those foods that we're eating, right? That maybe our body can't typically break down. It's going to alleviate bloating and gas. It regulates the appetite, okay? And in fact, it can help curb the appetite for people that tend to be overeaters. It can help curb that appetite. Liver support, blood sugar control, immune support, stress relief, okay? Anti-inflammatory, antioxidant effects, right? There are numerous benefits of bitters. And what's cool about bitters, it's an affordable way. Even if someone didn't have $50, guys, they can purchase these bitters for $22 and have a 4-day system to start getting their life back on track. And so we're super excited because, again, this is included in our new pack that we're offering for our preview for July. Also, this Aronia powder, we're actually placing this in sample form. So they'll have 4 days worth of this. And we know that Aronia has been discovered to be the most powerful superfruit on planet Earth, okay? It accelerates weight loss. It tastes delicious. It reduces inflammation. You only take it a couple times a day. It helps to fight age-related issues. And so we know that taking your Aronia powder is just a great way to get the antioxidant protection. When you think about creating a blue zone, one of the things we need is antioxidants, right? Antioxidants are critical. But we go and do presentations, and we know that kids sometimes aren't getting the recommended amount of fruits and vegetables. So what if you can give them something that's so concentrated that just one bottle of this is equivalent to 800 berries? I mean, that's mind blowing. And so now we've taken that bottle and we've powdered it down so we don't lose any of its efficacy, but we receive all the benefits, and it's going to give you a better shelf life, because without water, things don't rapidly decay as fast. Water is what creates mold, but when you dry it out, it creates a longer shelf life. It also makes it easier as we start shipping this international. It becomes a game changer. So they're going to get 4 days worth of this in their $49 pack, but you're going to also receive this if you decide to buy the pack that we're launching for the builders as well. And so when we think about, some of these game-changing tools that we're offering, we can really see how we're going to transform the world in a way. But this meal replacement, if you're not on this meal replacement, Ernestine Davis, if you haven't checked her out, this is a woman, 63, who just won 4th place in a bikini contest. She is rocking a 6-pack, okay? And this is her secret weapon. She allows us, as we're in this 6-week boot camp, to drink this yummy meal replacement twice a day. It tastes delicious, but again, it's given us antioxidants. So as we're working to create this blue zone, as people are realizing the grocery prices are going through the roof, inflation is breaking many households, we have an affordable solution where they can get daily nutrition with the hemp-based protein that also is loaded with antioxidants, loaded with superfoods, really there to fortify your cells and to get a body that absolutely looks amazing. Our blood type test kits, I know for many of you, this is nothing new. You're already familiar with this, but this is an at-home test that people can do quickly at the comfort of their own home. And just to once again share with you why the aronia berry, we know this is the perfect antioxidant. Many of you are familiar with the noni juice. Maybe you were in Monavi, the acai berry. And I remember how those berries were glorified, right? And those companies went on to do billions of dollars of sales. When you think about the aronia berry, it blows away all of those other fruits. It blows away even blueberries and elderberries. Now that's the standard aronia berry. Ours is not harvested like the standard aronia, okay? Ours is done with a proprietary process. So we have 2.5 times more antioxidant protection. When you start to hear these testimonials, a recent testimonial that just came in, I know from Sylvia, her husband, he's dealing with macular degeneration, that eye pressure. His pressure was through the roof. She started giving him some of the aronia juice, and before she knew it, she took him back to the doctors, and they could not believe it. They're like, this is unheard of. We've never seen pressure reduced like that. What have you been doing? And the only thing she could trace back, she said, because he vapes often, but the only new thing that he added was the particular aronia berry that we have. And so again, guys, this is truly a game changer. We have testimonials regarding all of our products. And what's so exciting is this is also included in your pack. You're going to get the 7-day cleanses in there for resale. So just know some of what you're already familiar with will be included in the pack. Taking time out for self-care, that's really the new mantra. Everyone should be doing that, because if we don't take care of ourselves now, guess what? We're going to pay for it later. So we know that self-care is absolutely the new healthcare. And we want to get all of our family and friends in on this, okay? And what I want to do, because I do know there's probably some of you who've been out of the loop, I want to show you a video just so that you can wrap your mind around the success we're already having, where we have over 20,000 people talking about the flat belly lifestyle, okay? And this product has been sold across the country with remarkable results. And that's still available, okay? And so let me share with you just a quick video, and then we're going to get into the new soul massage that also is included in your pack. And you're not going to want to miss that, because we're about to expand the soul massage as early as September into 4,000 square feet of space, guys. So there's a lot of big things happening here, and you don't want to miss any of it. So let's watch this quick video. Okay, guys, so if that's not enough to get you excited, and just to know, not only do we have what I shared earlier, but all of that, right? Awesome. Real quick. One of the exciting things I did want to mention, many of you know that one of the top people in Bermuda came here, one of my dear friends who's, connected in Parliament. He runs the Division of Tourism, used to be the Minister of Finance, Wayne Ferbert. And so we've been in talks and negotiations regarding warehousing in Bermuda, and just super excited because Bermuda, here we come. In fact, I have a group of you we're probably going to bring into Bermuda, and that's going to be centered around a special trip that we're going to be announcing too, for those of you who actually win that. But just again, it's exciting because the package we're going to announce, one of the benefits of it, there's the opportunity to override not just what we're doing here in the United States, okay, but also the international expansion. Typically, in this type of pool, you only override your country, right? You might override Philippines if you live in the Philippines, India if you live in India. I was a part of a multi-billion-dollar brand, and I overrode the United States pool, and that money was phenomenal. But guess what? In China, they were doing $500 million. We cannot overwrite China no matter what, because it was locked in to those specific countries. And so you're going to learn a little bit more about what that means, but I want you to put your business cap on, because imagine as we expand into places like Bermuda, which is the second highest per capita in the world. I mean, the average taxi driver over there is a millionaire. I've done seminars over there. When I would look at my passport, 90% of the stamps sometimes was Bermuda, because I built teams internationally for a multi-billion-dollar company, a team in Turkey, a team in Singapore, a team in 46 countries, but one of the largest team in the country of Bermuda. And so we're going to have a chance to impact not only that country, but so many other countries. And so I want to get into a quick explanation first of the energy enhancement spa. Many of you have been there to our soul massage, but you're going to hear about this product pack. Phyllis is going to go through some of the features and benefits, but one of them will give you the opportunity to actually partake in what the success of this energy spa is doing. We now call it the soul massage, okay? I'm going to share with you a video. You're going to see some of the humble beginnings of where we started in our warehouse and now where we're at. And then we're expanding, okay? So again, just exciting times. But energy enhancement, if you haven't had a chance to read the videos or to listen to the videos, I really want you to go do this. But here's what the reality of what this does, just to give you a quick update. One of the things that happens is we can't often heal because we're in the wrong environment. We sink to our environment. What does that mean? That means if I would hug you long enough, our heartbeats would start to beat the same. If we're around each other long enough, and it's two women that are on their periods, our periods sync. We sync to our environment. That's why so many times when people are in a toxic environment, where they're living with negativity, they're living with abuse, oftentimes it manifests, right? As sickness, as illness, sometimes it manifests as cancer, because we sync to our environment. So it's hard for us to get well if we don't put ourselves in the right environment that allows the body to heal. And so one of the most exciting parts of energy enhancement, it puts your body in the right environment. Because when we think about those 5G towers, when we think about the EMFs, we think about the radiation, all of that is negatively impacting our body. But when you're in this environment, you're free from that. And so that's why there's so many different types of testimonials, because some people are super healthy already. So in that type of environment, if they're dealing with something minor, that minor thing improves, like pain goes away. If someone's dealing with a tumor and only a tumor and there's not a lot of other stuff going on, we've heard stories where people after 30 hours of treatment, just being in the energy, the tumor in that uterus went away. Dogs who had tumors on their neck disappeared. So there's so many exciting testimonials. We've had people in our own energy center with ganglion cyst on their hand, Gail King. And in a 2-hour treatment, guess what? It started to flatten to the point she didn't need the surgery. Her doctors were about to remove this from her hand. And so we know that creating the right environment allows the body to heal. The other component of why this is so critical is when we start to think about light, and we think about not only light, but we think about the way that light moves and the colors. When we think about the rainbow, when you look at the colors there, you're probably wondering, why does that look like a rainbow? because every single color in that rainbow represents something that can help heal us. You know, when you think about the yellow works with the intestines. That's your immune system. That 70% of your immune system is in your gut. And so it's critical to have certain colors that offer different therapies. And so we have those different colors in our energy enhancement. But then the light, and this is really what blew my mind, because we've all heard of quantum, and quantum sometimes just seems like out of our touch. Like, what is quantum? Like quantum mindset, right? It seems so far out there, right? But it's amazing because that's where everything happens. And so when you hear about someone like Eli Tesla, who was killed, he was killed because he had the vision to understand how this could work, how light works. And if you do any other type of product, let's say it's water, everything is impacted by gravity, but light is not impacted by gravity. So by putting 4 units perfectly aligned to where it creates a 0-point energy, it creates what they call this torsion effect, and it creates quantum. Quantum in the healing realm is a game changer. So imagine this quantum energy. It happens and it's spread throughout the entire room, which is why when people walk in, they're like, what is this? I mean, they feel different. It's like, this is unlike anything they've ever experienced. People who have trouble sleeping, they find that they fall asleep. They're like, how is it that I'm falling asleep in the center? Because again, it's unlike anything we've experienced, because unfortunately we're bombarded with all the negativity. Now, some of this you can recreate by going barefoot and being out in the sand and walking in the grass. So you can get some of these benefits if you're willing to do that, you know, daily. There's some of those benefits, but this is truly a game changer. So those are 2 ways it works, through the aspect of your environment and then the light and the color. But it goes even beyond that. You know, one of the things we know is that our cells vibrate at a certain hertz. 70 to 90 is health. And so we know when we see our kids, they're energetic, adults, they're energetic, their cells are vibrating anywhere from 70 to 90. Once we start slipping and losing some of that charge, right, we get tired, we get sluggish. But at 30%, when we slip below that, we start to get symptomatic for cancer and many other diseases. Under 20% is where tumors exist, right? It's where all the chronic illness. At 4%, we know that our body now all of a sudden is like a dead battery, because it's the point of no return. It's like you can't even charge it at that point. So we don't want to wait until we're in hospice to try to do something that helps to benefit the body, because the energy enhancement, it recharges the battery. It's helping to try to bring those cells up to 70 to 90 megahertz, right? How powerful is that? So you want to be in this type of environment as often as possible. The other thing that it does, we heard of, you know, alkalinity, right? We know that disease cannot exist in an alkaline environment, but it thrives in an acidic environment. And so the other thing it does, it helps to alkaline the body. And then finally, when you think about those benefits, that's great, but oxygen, okay? We know that they can detect cancer in the cell. You know, once there's a 35% deprivation of oxygen, that's how cancers are able to form and tumors grow. And so we know that our cells oftentimes have hypoxia, and we can see that in our bioscan. And that's when we start to get to the beginning phases of cellular malfunction, okay? Well, in this environment, it also helps to raise the oxygen of the cell. So imagine those 5 powerful benefits, all just by being in our spa. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? Because we have so much more. And so I want to share with you some of what we've created. So this is going to kind of take you through a little bit of the journey to get here, right? See, a lot of times we can hear the glory, but a lot of times people don't know the true Hollywood story, what was happening behind the scenes to get things done. And so when I first told the team, we're going to transform our warehouse into a spa, I think they thought I was crazy, right? And then if you even look at these wooden posts, right, that's holding those big totes, you know, I even thought about it. I said, can we save the wood and turn those into beds? And guess what happened, guys? We turned this warehouse into a spa. We turned those wooden sticks into beds. And when you see the transformation of what happened, and I know many of you want it to happen faster than what had happened. Well, it happened, okay? We officially launched it in May, and we're super excited because now we're here in July, and just to have hundreds of people come through those doors it's truly a game changer. And so I'm going to show a video. There's no music with this because I really wanted to kind of narrate it for you so you can really see and understand the journey. So now I'm playing the video. Okay. So you're going to see, the slides change, but this is kind of how we started. We started clearing it out, right? We started clearing it out, making room. Okay. We had to go through every little detail, from dusting out the ceilings and hiring crews to do different things. This was the energy enhancement when it came. When it finally delivered, it sat there for a while. But this was the transformation, guys. Look at the transformation of what we've created. We are now impacting women. We're impacting men. We're impacting people. We have people flying in as far as Albany, New York, Arkansas. We have created this holistic healing center. We have holistic doctors. We offer Reiki. We have our foot baths, which are amazing. We have our infrared saunas. Yes, plural. You've heard me. Saunas, okay, with the energy that goes 1.5 inches into the skin to help break up tumors. The technology that I was explaining helps to actually increase our life expectancy, 30 to 40%. I mean, it's crazy, right? This is what we're offering now here at the Soul Massage, which is a part of your business, okay? And that's the power of leverage, right? And so we're offering curated services. We have some phenomenal things that are happening. So yes, our services could be as simple as turning this into 13 beds. So everything in the center converts to beds. One of the most popular services is the overnight treatments. People love to come and sleep in this environment for 8 to 12 hours. That's where you really get the maximum input. The first hour, the body's really working to get it going, okay? It's the second hour where you're getting about 70% of the benefits. The other 30% that you're looking for, you're going to get those in longer sessions, which is why it's important to have longer and continuous sessions with the energy. And so we're super proud of our naturopath who does a lot of body work. We bring in teams of masseuse and massage experts, and we have different therapies. We have different packages. We're doing retreats. We're doing women's events. And that's why we knew we had to expand, okay? And so I'm super excited because we're going to have a grand reopening as we expand it from, it's not even 1,500 square foot right now because we're only using half of the warehouse. It's really about 1,000 square foot we're using. So imagine quadrupling the space from 1,000 to 4,000 square foot. We're bringing in hydro massage beds. What's exciting about hydro massage beds is they actually are FDA approved as a level 1 medical device, which means we have a business where we can actually start taking insurance. How crazy is that? I mean, this is only going to get bigger. This is only going to get better. The best is yet to come. These are just some of the events. If you want to kind of see what we've already been doing, I know we've been getting so many inquiries. I have cousins and family like, hey, we want to support this. How do we book? And so we are just trying to keep up with all the booking requests now for these spa type of events. A lot of times we have to help our community get educated as it relates to the energy. So Monday through Thursday, we really kind of open that up for our Black Card members. We really focus the weekends for all of our big events. So Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we're really loading it up with things like Pamper Me with Tea, hosted by Dr. Yakima and Kathy Thomas. The spa retreat that was hosted by Shannon King that was full to capacity. She's got her next one that's almost sold out. And then we have our phenomenal event we did for a nonprofit owned by Tracy Bolton, Second Chance for Life. That was phenomenal. I mean, all these events, if you just had an opportunity to peek your head in, it's just amazing how life-changing these events are. We've even hosted something for the Sigma wives, the wives of the Sigmas. And so fraternities, sororities, I mean, the sky is unlimited, right? And what we can do, it's infinite, the possibilities. And we're super excited about our future. And again, we are expanding our spa to over 4,000 square foot. It's going to include hydro massage therapy. It will be accepted by insurance. And so just super excited about that. And so what I want to do now, because I know many of you are probably thinking, well, what is this package that gives me this access? If you're already a Black Card, how do you renew yours and add even more hours right now? And if you're not a Black Card member, you might want to know, how do I get in on the early bird here in July, or do I have to wait for October or November? And so I want to bring up someone who is truly near and dear to my heart. When I first remember meeting Phyllis, we were in Chicago and I was at an event. We were doing a certification. I was in front of the room And I was complimenting the gentleman, and she kind of stood up to defend me to say, girl, well, you got it going on too. Like, look at your shoes, look at your purse. I mean, she's always someone to build you up. And I just love that about her. When I found out she was on my team, I got even more excited because she would go on to break records in that company. I'm talking about her first 90 days, helping someone earn over 6 figures. She did that herself within 4 months. I'm telling you, when you look at the industry of network marketing, there's a few people that we can truly say reach those legendary phases. And I'm telling you, Phyllis has done just that. Here at Akana, she has served as our CSO previously. Now she decided she's off doing big things, building her diamond empire, but she's also a co-founder of the whole business. So she's here with us every step of the way. And we just love her for her heart, her passion, for always willing to fight for us and to make sure everyone has their fair seat at the table. And so without any further ado, Phyllis, I would love for you to come up and break down this new pack that is available October and November, but they're gonna have a chance in this whole Black Friday in July to get their hands on it, okay? So take it away.
Okay, dear, you need to make me a co-host.
Oh,
so
sure.
I can switch out my screen.
Okay. I'll do that right now. So you are now a co-host, and I will stop sharing my screen.
Okay. Hey, everybody. How are you? Well, I am excited, so let me pep that up. I'm just trying to get my screen up, and then I'll be as excited as I was last night, this morning, just about what we have ahead of us, because you know how I always feel. Here we go. I'll ad lib while we are doing that. I feel that this is an industry of systems and duplication. And I know we've been working for over 5 years, but this is a work in process, and you guys are the pioneers. You're part of the pioneerships. You're the part of the people that are truly making the company be what it's going to be. And we've done a lot. We've done well with what we've had these over 5 years. But I think right now, Melissa, I think this is the game changer for sure. And why? Because this is something so very duplicatable, so very easy for anybody to do it. You don't have to be a coach, but if you are, you can still utilize it. And so with this Black Card Pack, Christmas in July, I'm already thinking, somebody just confirmed a big meeting here in my building, and I'm like putting it off until after this month so that they can have this Black Card special, because they're going to need it. And what happens when you get the Black Card Pack? Your total value is $7,000 now, guys. What comes with that? Well, 8 Flat Belly Builder 4-packs. So you're able to go out and sample those solo pack, whether it's a couple pack or the family pack. You can make that right out of your Black Card Pack. You get 8 blood type testing kits, you get 8 flat belly bitters, the 4-day detox, then you get 8 flat belly aronia powders, the 4-day samples, and 55 of those flat belly blood type card charts. Now we know that is going to go out the door with the price of $49, under $100. How can someone come saying they want to improve their family's health along with their own, and they can't leave out of there with one of these packages at $49? So you know, I always say you cannot sell apples from an empty apple cart. This Black Card Pack is going to allow you to have the things that you need. 5 of the flat belly blood typing testing. You're going to get people that want to do that 7-day raw cleanse once they hear that presentation. You know about the RH factor. You're going to be able to educate them. It's right there on the card. The blood type training and education pamphlet, your Black Card or Black Card renewal. Now for you lifers that get this pack, you're going to still share in 0.5% of the Akana Global Lifer Pool, and another 2% Soul Massage revenue pool. So whatever is going on in the Soul Massage, you're going to be able to share 2% of all Black Card Pack holders are going to be able to share in that 2%. And you probably wonder, well, I bought a pack last year. Well, Melissa's going to explain that because I don't want to mess it up. But I know if you've already bought a Black Pack, card pack, this is just going to be icing on top of the cake. And then you're going to be able to advance 9 levels of pay for your first 6 months. Guys, you can literally, I haven't done the math, but I think about the profit on this. If you go out and retail these, sample packs or the single packs or the spouse pack or the family pack, you're talking about $2,000 back in your pocket. I mean, this is something, guys, this is not saying, hey, we got people that buy the 349 pack, the 21 day. We have people that buy the 123 pack, 39 pack for the 7 day, but how everybody can walk out of there with the pack of Flat Belly Builder, the blood type testing, the Flat Belly Builders, and the chart so that they can read it. Is that not phenomenal? When we looked and we went over this, I was like flat out crazy knowing that everybody, you don't have to be that. One thing in network marketing, I said this morning, what you want a new person to do is to use the product to benefit, to gain financially, and for you to be there to show them the system to use. Networkers all over the world want to know that is there a system that is easily used, that everybody can do, that everybody can make money within their first month. And I tell you, with this pack, this can be done. Now, to pay in full, you're going to pay $1,899. There is a payment plan option, and it's 2 payments of $1,000 for a total of $2,000. Now, that offer is going to expire July 31st, 2024. And the maximum allowed, guys, you can buy 2 of these packs. You're going to get 2 points per pack. That's right. You increase that income. And I'm excited, buy the Soul Massage moving up into the bigger space while we're having events, while we're having meetings, while that Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening night is really taking off. They're going to be experiencing the Soul Massage, the benefits. And guys, I know in other cities you're wondering, well, what's in it for me? But there is something for you. But just think about it. If you go out and you retail this black card pack, guys, you're going to earn $100 in a ton of bucks. You're going to get level 1, you're going to earn $300. Level 2, $100. Level 2 and 3, $100. Level 4 and 5, $50 for each of those levels that come into your business and buy a lifer, a black card pack. And then the level 6 is 30, level 7 is 30, level 8, 20, and 9, 20. I tell you, this is how wealth is created with leverage. And this is how it's going to be done with everybody. There are a few people that might get that 21 day pack, but can you imagine spending $49, however that single pack, a solo pack is, the couple pack? People are going to come in there and they're going to leave with something in their hand that has got them on the path to better health while they're thinking about it, while they're studying that chart, that blood type chart. Then they're going to commit to themselves and say, hey, I want to get better. This journey for me, almost 3 years in, has gotten better and better. So just let them start with baby steps. But while they're starting off with baby steps, they're going to decide to go to the 21 or the 7 day. And then after that, you're definitely going to want that protein builder. When they look at Ernestine Davis and everybody else after they finish, I'm not doing the boot camp, but I'm doing my own. I am in water aerobics, but everybody wants to take it to the next level. So that black card pack is the way to go. The possibilities are endless. And then what are the benefits? Diamond Club benefits, guys. You get, and then the Akana directory, 2% of the wellness club. That's 3 customers a month rule applies, and you can be one of those customers. That was what qualifies you to participate into that 2% wellness club. Then you have 12 months access to the Wellness Club. That is a value of $4,800. And existing Black Card holders, hey, you will have an extra 8 hours per month until May 2025 because we didn't actually get that started off into May. So you don't get cheated out of anything. An increase to 8 hours a month if you buy this second pack. So you get another one, and then you still have the lifetime Chicago Wellness Club 50%. So that still is in apply. If you don't have the 8 visits, if you've used up your time, then you still can purchase packages for 50% off for a lifetime. Now, again, I'm thinking of the people that I wanted to get started in the business. Hey, this is the package that I will be presenting to them because this pack, I know they can tell if they're coachable and the system is in place, I know I can help them get their money back fast and make money while doing it. So securing your pack. How do you secure your pack? Well, 5% credit card surcharge if you decide to use a credit card. If you want to Zelle, you can Zelle to 678-469-1807. And I suggest you take a screenshot of this, or you can have a cashier's check at 411 East 35th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60616. And then, of course, you can call customer support at 888-312-0420. So go Diamond, guys, earn $150 to $300 for every pack you sell. Packs pay 9 levels. As I said, I went through what you get paid from level 1 all the way down, and upgrades you to a diamond. Yes, that means you go diamond with as little as 41 Black Card packs sold, and your 2,400 points assigned in November. So purchase in the next 24 hours and receive a free 7-day cleanse and hemp MD. Order must be submitted by midnight, July 19th, 2024 for this offer. Again, so you don't have to ask, so you don't have to call your sponsor. You got a minute to take a screenshot so you will have all the rules so you can get yourself in a position. And while you're getting yourself in a position to go on and bite the bullet and get this pack, I want you to also know that this is a business, and let's lay your plan out as to how you want to expose people to this information so that you can say, hey, by so-and-so time, I want to recoup my money and get my profit. So the next step is pay at least 50% now or by July 31st. The balance in full due by August 31st, 2024. Pay in full by July 31st, 2024, and pay just $18.99 plus tax. So you're saving money. If you already get your plan out, map it out, we can make this happen. And I think there is something for the people that are not in Chicago, but I'll give that back to Melissa. Thank you, guys. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, Phyllis. I am so excited as well. And you're right. So if you're not in Chicago, there is a voucher that you receive for additional products that you can purchase to kind of offset the fact that you're not going to use the services as frequently. I know many of you have been great at leveraging the fact that you have family and friends and you've been having them use your hours. And some of you come and visit us. So we want everyone to come and visit us, spend a few days here. Y'all know how we do it. It's always fun and we always have nonstop laughter. So come anytime as a Black Card members from whatever state, but you'll have a voucher for all the out-of-state people, and that's going to give you some additional value just because you're not local to use that all the time. And I think that voucher is $350. The other thing too, we have something super exciting, and this is because the contest to Florida is happening. So this expires obviously with this pack. It's not going to continue for October. But if you do purchase it in July, you're going to get 50 travel points, okay? 50 travel points, not 50 CV. I'm saying 50 travel points. So that's going to help you get to your 500 for those of you who are trying to close the gate on that 500. In addition to that, there is 100 in CV for everyone that takes advantage of the Christmas in July. So those are 2 specials that are exclusively for the July promo, because we know this is when the Florida contest ends anyway, so that's not going to do you much good in October. Also, too, Phyllis, you mentioned for people that are currently Black Card holders, you already have 8 hours. It was only 4. So we really kind of took it to the next level. We gave you double because we knew that it opened up a little bit late. It was going to open up a little bit earlier in the year. It didn't open up till May. So we started giving you guys 8 hours. And so what it means, many of you you use more than your 8 hours. So you're going to actually have 16 hours, okay, all the way through to May. And then it reverts back down to 8 hours after that. If you're already a Black Card member, if you're new to the club, you just start with your 8. So you're getting 8 hours a month. If you do the math on that, that's like a $4,800 value. These EE centers are not cheap. People charge you $50 to $60 an hour. We're doing it differently because we want to create a blue zone, which means we want you to afford it. We don't want you to have something that you can't afford. And so that's why we're pretty much giving it away to you with this package, which is unheard of. No other EE center in the world is doing what we're doing outside of India. India did build one huge EE center, but it's like 500 people there at a time, right? So you get a chance to be a part of something luxury and exclusive. And then outside of that, let me just see if there's any other notes I took. You're right, Phyllis, when you buy the Black Card, each time you buy one, you're getting 2 points in that pool. So if you have 2 points versus 10 points, who do you think is getting the most money? It's the person with the 10 points. So you want to have as many points. It's kind of like equivalent to the shares we had in the founders. We just call it points. So points is interchangeable for the word shares. And so that I wanted to also bring out. And the final thing is, the Soul Massage finally got launched in May. And so you saw the 2% pool. Well, we decided that for those of you who were early adopters last year, we were going to double that for 4% for 2024. Well, we're going to continue that for everyone that gets in as early adopters. So instead of the 2%, we're kicking it up to 4%, and it'll be one lump check as we roll through October and November, because again, it's just gotten started, but it's already having awesome numbers. We're getting people out. These group events are phenomenal, and you want to be a part of that, especially as we're about to launch it all over the country. So with that being said, Christian Phillips, I know he's on the line. We wanted to bring you up just to close this out. Christian is our Chief Operating Officer. This is someone who really we had a chance to meet when he was just 14 years young, okay? He already owned his own company. He's a child prodigy. He was building computer websites and really consulting businesses at the young age of 14. And so now here he's running, our multi-million-dollar enterprise on the operational level, really in charge of warehouse, customer service, and doing big things. So without any further ado, Christian, why don't you give us some closing remarks?
Hey, Melissa, are you there?
I'm here.
Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So I just got home, and clearly Sebastian is my little child here is giving me a lot of attention right now. But what I wanted to definitely let you all know about is the operational support and accountability promise that we have in place for this. And, it really deals with 3 different things in the messaging, and that's clear, transparent communication. That's what we're offering right now. If you have any questions, this is the platform where you'll get those questions answered, get those questions answered. And, and what you're witnessing right now, what Phyllis has just communicated, what Melissa has just communicated, get clarity as of right now, because we want to have a clear messaging model as it relates to getting this out to other people so we can make this a duplicatable process and transparent for everyone. The modeling aspect of it, Nadine Dillon, I might be slaughtering her name, but Nadine Dillanano, I'm sorry if I slaughtered that name, but
that's okay.
Okay. Hey, Auntie. So she made a very impactful statement on yesterday's call and basically talked about being a product of the product, with the bitters in particular. And so just doing things like that is what's going to make this, next level, because a lot of people, can't really speak on what it is that this product is doing for them until, and a lot of people want to do like, show me what you can do. Show me what you can do first, and then let me get involved in it. And then next step is the monitoring process. That's what we come into play. We're going to have, live sales updates. As Melissa just mentioned, we have so many different incentives to get you plugged into a lot of the the Florida trip, and as well as the I'm not going to spill the beans, but the Bermuda trip that might be coming up. I'll let Melissa tell that. But we're going to be able to scale up in real time as we see those live updates. I know many of you have addressed concerns as it relates to our fulfillment process, but that live monitoring process is going to allow us to make sure that we're able to fulfill everything in real time, and then also, of course, continue to offer that 5-star customer service. And then not 9 times out of 10, but I'm sorry. But at the end of everything, what that's also going to do is going to create a space for growth and sustainability. And that's something that we definitely look at every single day within the corporate sector of growth and sustainability. Do not lose track of $1 billion big. It is still relevant right now. Every single move we make, every single action we take is a $1 billion big initiative. So I just don't want you all to lose focus on that. I wish all of you all the best, and I know that you all are going to do great things. I look forward to seeing you all on the leadership board on those trips. Dubai coming up in October, next year, April in Florida. And then, like I said, Melissa's going to give more details about Bermuda. But, I just look forward to seeing all of you all achieve greatness. And that's all for me today, Melissa.
Awesome, Christian. Thank you for that. And yes, so it's a rank up trip. So we know that everyone's going to be pushing for rank, whether it's Ruby, whether it's Emerald, but we're having a special promo we're going to be announcing for Bermuda. Now, remember the 2,400 points, that's going towards your November. So even though you might decide to pre-purchase it during the special, we're going to let you save those points for November because we want you to stack them up and we want you to hit Ruby, we want you to hit Emerald or Diamond, because guess what? We're taking our new ranks with us to Bermuda for some fun in the sun, and we're going to have a blast. So everybody wants to rank up and make sure you get your numbers in order. And in fact, some of you during the pre-sale will already start to figure out you're going to be halfway to your Ruby or halfway to your Emerald. So more details about the trip to Bermuda will be available on our Monday call. So make sure you join us on the Monday call, because that's where I'm going to spill the beans on what you're going to be needing to do to get those numbers in place for November. So with that being said, guys, it is a wrap. I know we've kept you long, but we wanted to really cover what we talked about yesterday, plus this new stuff, okay? So if there's any questions, you're free to let us know. I'm seeing a lot of wow, 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 and love hearts, and thank you, and love it, and love it. So good stuff, guys. We love it too. We're excited. Can I have a copy of this presentation? Hey, you sure can. We'll make sure you get these details. In fact, we have to clean up a few slides. We were rushing to the minute to try to get this ready for tonight. So there might be a couple of typos. So thank you, Diana Coleman, for recognizing one of those, I think. So if you saw any more, let me know. Okay. Need a copy? We got you covered. Yes, yes, yes. Woohoo. Say woohoo. Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Shwana, yes. And that's okay. Got you, dear. Yes, yes. Thank you, Daryl, for joining us. Hey, somebody says amazing. Nice. We'll get these slides out. Yes, thank you guys so much too. Absolutely. And hey, there's still 72 people on the line. I think this is awesome. You guys showed up and showed out on a Thursday at last minute notice. Great job. The replay will be available. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, awesome, Terry. Excellent. Yay. Awesome.
Hey, Melissa, can you speak on the auto ship Fred Shelton Act?
Yes, and so with our new system of samples, we have a couple of products that are going to be available immediately for auto shipping. It's not product wide just yet, but it's going to give us our entry into building it up for every single product on our site. I believe there's been 5 products that are selected. You'll get more details on those, but of course, the ones we're sampling, like the protein powder, the aronia berry powder, those are things that we really want people to start focusing on. You know, obviously things like pain cream. I know there's a couple of our tinctures that have been by popular demand that customers are wanting to get on auto ship. And so, yes, we have several products that are going to be available to kick off on our auto ship during our Soul of Bronzeville. So if you're coming, you're going to be able to witness everything happen live, but that's going to be an awesome event. So don't forget to plug in on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here in Bronzeville as we deliver the Soul of Bronzeville. I know Dr. Roz is getting the flyers out on that, but all of that kicks off that weekend. So great question. Christmas in July. Yeah. Awesome, guys. You guys are amazing. We still have 69 people. Hey, we love y'all. We have the best team on the planet. So thank you, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. Really super excited. Yeah, we want you to be on that trip too. Come on. You are on that. I know you are, right? So good.
Melissa,
Hey,
listen,
Dean Delanata.
listen, our team, we're planning entertainment for you guys in Florida.
Oh my gosh. I am excited. Girl.
Wait a minute, look, wait.
Oh no, don't show me.
Oh. We're gonna surprise you all. I can't drop the ball, okay? I'm excited too.
Excited
Okay.
for that effort. That is beautiful. So we love that. And that's Karen right over there. Hey, Karen. I know you know, but
She told me not to show her, but
yeah, it's good to see you.
she is so helpful. That's what I mean, teamwork, she came and brought me some from her garden and helped me with my gardening and learning. Her and her son, it's wonderful. We are so blessed.
We are so blessed to have such an amazing
Yeah.
network. We love you. That is amazing.
Right. So we're gonna go now, right?
Good night, everybody. Awesome.
Okay, good
Awesome.
night.
Good night.
Good night. I think that was birthday.
Good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
Good night and thank you.
Hey, thank
Good
you.
night,
Have a
John
great night,
Boy.
everyone.
Good night. Good night, John Boy.
Bye.